Hello everyone. This is Mystic Stone here to play the path for a new life with you. I hope you're having a wonderful day, evening, whenever you're catching this, and happy Lionsgate. Now it's the 8-8 portal was yesterday, so I hope you all had a good, portal season. We're still in that portal energy, because energy is not just one day and that's it. You know how we have shadow periods, before and after, because the energy is building up and then it's here and then it wanes down. So with this portal energy, I wanted to just do something more freeing for me because right now I'm here for the new and full moons. If not, if you're new, welcome. I do lunar astrology and readings for the new and full moons. So you would see one for the Aquarius full moon that we had. And then we are going to do the Leo new moon coming up soon, okay? So be on the lookout for that. All right. And then, hold on, let me make sure, put my banner on. Yes. So, with this portal season, let's talk about it. Right? So it's a cosmic event that occurs annually, and it's around, 8-8, right? And it's when the star Sirius aligns with the Earth and the Sun, creating a powerful energy gateway, okay? And this is often associated with, increase in spiritual energy and personal transformation, okay? So you may feel, again, leading up to the Lion's Gate, the transformation. We already have, what can I say? Venus retrograde. Venus retrograde is very prominent right now, and it's coming in with a punch, with a kick, right? So all these transformations for our spiritual growth. And what does the lion symbolize? It symbolizes strength. It symbolizes courage. It symbolizes power. Okay, and also confidence and trusting your intuition. Okay, trusting your intuition, because the lion is associated with the sun, right? So shout out to all my Leos. Make sure I say that. Shout out to all my Leos. Loving, even through the turmoil that I've been going on with my life, this energy is helping me, especially like gain that confidence, because I talked about, okay, Leo is the lion. Leo has to deal with the sun, right? Okay, and the sun is yellow, so it works with the solar plexus. Okay, so with the solar plexus, I am going to show some of my products here. I do have an intention candle for courage. Okay, yes, for courage. So I have in this, the oil is already, it's already fixed. So I have intention oil in there, as well as herbs to help with courage, right? That's the intention. And I also have intention oil. This is the uplift oil. And yes, it's not, labeling is not a yellow, it's purple, because that's all that I had the color scheme. They don't have yellow except gold, and it would like stand out way too much. but yeah, uplift, right? And so solar plexus chakra, if you don't know what chakras are, they are energy points along the spine, and the solar plexus is right above the navel. This has to do with our courage, yes, our will, our drive, our action, our confidence, right? And also, I want to say setting boundaries, right, as well. So, also with the lion energy, we think about the strength card, yes. We're also thinking about like the heart chakra, the heart chakra, um, because yeah, the heart chakra is something that needs to be open as well, and it's right above the solar plexus. So we have love and compassion. I feel like this is definitely needed at this time. Love and compassion candle. Now I didn't bring that intention oil, but I also have a self love intention oil, which I used on this, coupled with, of course, herbs, right? And a lot of people ask, like, should I burn it um, all the way down? Well, at once you can, or you can burn it for a couple hours, snuff it out. Do not don't blow it out. That is a no-no when it comes to magic, spell work, however you want to say it. But do not blow it out, snuff it out. You can or suffocate. You can say it like that, suffocate. So I take anything, baby. I take anything and just put it on top of there and snuff it out. Okay. All right. So those are my products right there. If you are interested in getting an intention candle, let me know. Okay. I do need to get my website more updated, so you can reach out to me on my via email, mysticstorm333@gmail.com, or any of the social medias, which is mysticstorm333. Okay. So, yes. So we talked about the solar plexus and the heart chakra. Okay. And those we have to have the courage, the will, and also the open heart to go for, to have that will. It's giving me like the chariot card in tarot. Okay. So what's gonna happen is I'm going to turn off the music because I usually keep it on, but I kind of want to be silenced. I want to make sure I'm heard. Okay. I am going to go in, get some messages, get some guidance from spirit before I pull cards. This is a collective message. However, I will do a pick a card at the end when it comes to the archetypes. Okay. And yeah, we're just gonna dive in. So wherever you are, just take deep, mindful breaths. Sink in to this reading, so that way you can get the best, possible message that's for you. Just keep in mind that this is a collective reading, so it could be in a different aspect of your life. But don't try to force it, okay? Use your discernment, use your intuition. That's what this is all about, okay? But my intention today is to help the collective on what steps or what awaits us, when we cross that threshold for the Lion's Gate. Okay. So I'm going to take some water. You might want to drink some water too. Good. So deep breaths. I'm going to cleanse the energy. This is my Sage cleansing mist called Protect Your Aura, especially since I'm not wearing a head wrap today. Okay. Spirit, ancestors, guides, what guidance do you have the collective right now for this Lionsgate portal? Don't be afraid of the power you hold, for you are mightier than you know. Don't hold back. Don't stand down. Rise up and take your crown. Okay, come spin lyric spirit. Okay, let me get back. I'm hearing some. Was brought into like a tunnel. So this is probably symbolizing the portal. And I heard what awaits you is something that you've always like you're always imagined, like your deepest desires, right? And then like I got a image of a sailboat and some water. It kind of reminded me of the Janae Aiko album cover. I think it's the album Sell Out. That kind of, so we are getting that watery feel. And I did hear like anchor myself, and I thought that was just for me, like getting back grounded. But that might be for the collective too, like going through this portal, making sure, or especially when you have a goal in mind, like making sure that you are grounded, you are secure in self. So you have to keep going forward. Okay. Hi, how are you? I'm glad that you caught it. So yeah, let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else before I move into the cards. I heard no, let it go, let it flow. So we got the water. So like think about Sell Out with the Janae Aiko album cover. Like there are some things you need to set sail, like to focus on, yes, but there are some things that we need to let go in order to make room for the new things, for the new beginnings in our lives. So I'm trying to remember what I said and I can't. That's a that's a part of channeling. So yeah, we're just gonna get into the cards now. Okay, the cards, baby. So I have a few decks over here that I may get to, I may not, but I had to be prepared. What I do? Some Palo Santo to cleanse. Like I know sometimes people are like, when it comes to this process, like, oh, I want to skip. This is a part of the process of a reader. So just being me too, being more confident in myself to take up space. I'm not about to rush, especially rush this reading, especially since I have time. It's free flowing. Again, I do full moon and new moon readings. It's astrology, so I have notes, and I go through each zodiac sign, so it's pretty structured. I do, however, this right here, this my vibe, and this is part of what you would get if you book a reading with me. Okay. Again, my website is msbotanica.com. And with that too, like I have services like tarot, where I have astrology readings. I also have Reiki. I do Reiki / energy healing. I go back and forth on, because I use different tools. I use crystals and things like that. But I do distance and in person. If you're in the Nashville area, I am here in Nashville at the Create Hub. It's so on Plus Park Boulevard. So yeah, get at your girl. Hey, Auntie. Hey, Rocco. Hey. How you doing? Yes. Marcel couldn't see you because she's on Facebook, and Rocco, you're on YouTube. So yeah. So okay. So we're gonna get into the portal energy. This is gonna be the first card. All right. So what is the theme for the portal energy? Ooh, we have 7 of Cups. Okay. 7 of Cups is like you have options, baby. This is definitely talking about this could be in love. So remember, Leo could be with the heart, right? You got options, baby. You can choose, right? And maybe you need to build up confidence to know, like, hey, I'm not me, right? But this is also saying choose wisely. The choices you make are going to prep you for the future. Okay. The choices you make right now in the present moment is what will change you and to mold you into where you're trying to go, right? Because yes, you can cross that threshold, but it's in the present moment of what are you choosing? Are you choosing to elevate? Are you choosing to, as we say, level up? Even though sometimes I kind of like, how some things start off good, and when people, they kind of distort it, right? But as we elevate, level up, right? You might not be able to choose the things that you used to choose, right? And you might have options, but this is where, again, that gut instinct, that intuition, that discernment, this is a prime time to tap into that and have what courage to move accordingly. Move accordingly, because when we have to make tough decisions, right? That's where the fear comes up, and that's when anxiety and doubt and all that stuff can creep in. And sometimes the right choice is not always comfortable. You have to step up and be bold, especially for yourself. Marcel said, always choose love. Always choose love. And I definitely agree with that. Always choose love for what? Love for self first. Love for self first. Especially because Marcel, you talked about your divine twin flame. With being a twin flame and also choosing love. The love outside of you, sometimes you lose yourself within that love connection, making sure that you are secure and confident in yourself. And also, you might need to set better boundaries. Okay, so again, the choice that you make might not always be comfortable, and that's not, take it as you will, Marcel. But I'm just saying, just how the energy is flowing. So this is also setting us up. We talked about for the future, right? So making sure, being mindful, being in the present moment. You might ask, how can you do that? Breath work is essential. Practicing mindfulness is essential as well. Okay. When I talk about mindfulness, there's an inner dialogue within you. Like there might be two, there might be another voice or your inner voice, right? But then there could be another voice too, that's also you, and maybe another voice over here, you know, and sometimes you have to choose which one you're gonna follow. That kind of reminds me of the angel and the devil, you know, on either side telling you what to do. That's your inner voice telling you we're like fragmented beings or we're multi-dimensional beings, right? So yeah, making sure you choose wisely, okay? Because this is I believe it's a crucial time. I really do. Now, this is really good. Um, Marcel says she's an empath that picks up on a lot of other people's feelings. And I don't know how to say that word, so I'm not even gonna try. Some people are jealous of this being, but jealous in a low vibe, I don't resonate with as so. Okay, great. And then you asked, do you have any advice on being for a being of love that gets spiritually attacked a lot? Yes, I do. Okay, so I am also an empath. I'm a Pisces moon, and you know, working with that, it's so many layers because I come into this world open with an open heart. I feel all the depths of the emotions. I merge with the energy. I take on the energy of the environment, and what I'm feeling is not always me. It's the environment, right? So when we talk about, do you have any advice for, but I guess spiritually attacked is yes. There you have to protect yourself and cleanse. So you're like, how can I protect myself? How can I do that? Okay. So there are a multitude of ways. So one, you can do candle magic. Okay, you can do candle work. Um, and what I would suggest is like a banishing candle, which can be, you can do black preferably, coming from me, or you can do white, but black preferably. And you would use first like a protection oil. I do sell protection oil and some herbs that will go well with that is of course sage, rosemary. Um, I'm hearing thyme for example, but bay leaf for sure. These are some things that you have in your kitchen cabinet, and there are other herbs as well. You can do what's a good one? Hyssop. That's in the Bible. What is it? Bathe me in hyssop, make me new. Hyssop is really good. And there's some other herbs, but those are good ones to start off with. And a good time you can do protection anytime. Let me you can release and banish and do all that stuff anytime. Because if you in a crunch, you're not gonna wait until the moon is in this sign or this and that if you need it. Like if you ready to go, do it. Um, However, right now is a good time. We are in the waning phase of the moon. This is when the moon is full and it's waning or going down to being where we are unable to see it, which is new moon in Leo that's coming up, right? So yeah, candle magic is really good. You can also do a ritual and ritual baths, spiritual baths. You can do it at least twice a month. I usually if I can't get there weekly, I do it for the new and full moons. Okay. Um, yeah, do spiritual baths, and it's you can do bath salts. I also sell protection bath salts. You can also do with the bath salts, you can put like Florida water, or your things of herbs, things like that. I have a protection bath salt that has the herbs, already in it, things like that. And then you can cleanse yourself with sage, Palo Santo. There's a few things that you can do to protect yourself, and that might be like for a whole nother video. Yeah, so to really dive deeper into that. But yes. So we look still on the portal energy itself, but that could be that you raised a good question. That another thing we have to do is stay spiritually protected, spiritually strapped in these streets. Okay. You might, and then it's like, what are your spiritual practices? You may want to, if you are in like hoodoo, or you still use the Bible, you can use Psalms, all that stuff. You have to be creative too. That's what magic is all about, right? So now we're going to get into like our transformation. Where are we going towards? Okay. What is the collective transforming into? All right. We have the look 7-7. So we have the 7 of Cups, and now we have the 7 of Wands. Okay. 7 of Wands. So where are we transforming? We are transforming into, it's like we've already won, won the battle, right? Thinking about 6 of Wands. It's like celebration, recognition for your rewards. But when it comes to 7 of Wands, it's like, okay, but after that, it's all of, the weight of it. The weight of the battle. It still might be challenges, or you might be still focused on the past. Ding, ding, ding. Transforming is letting go of the past. Okay. There might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was like 7. It might be seven things that you could look at. But honestly, 6. I would say 6. You want to know why? Because one that she's holding is her staff. It's her staff. So this 6, ooh, choose wisely. 7 of Cups, right? And I said you might need to get rid of 6, but keep 1, right? So choose wise. Okay, so you have options. This may be people, right? This may be people that you need to release. This could be a mixture. People, maybe a lifestyle, food, some things that it's like, okay, it's gotten you this far. Great. But in order, again, to elevate, what do you need to focus on? And taking that one thing and running with it. Because if you take all of those with you, if you try to take everybody with you, maybe you're gonna be burnt out. This is maybe you taking on too many projects. You a yes person. You saying yes to everything. This comes to, again, boundaries. This is learning when to say no, learning when when it's done, it's done, baby. And you feel it in your spirit. You know that this isn't good. This is for my people pleasers. Like, that maybe this connection isn't working, or how you're operating, or you overextending your energy isn't working, and you are just like, well, I don't want to offend this person, or I don't want to come off as this, because you have this reputation, right, to uphold. And you have this, this public image. It's giving me real Capricorn energy because you are successful in your own rightful way. And it's gotten you thus far, but if you keep doing that, is you're going to lead to burnout. Okay. All right. And then we're going to get to, let's see what spiritual guidance, what comes from this, after saying like, we have to let go, choose wisely. We have to let go of some things. All right. The spiritual guidance, look, the Daughter of Wands in reverse. Daughter of Wands in reverse. She has that, wow. She has that staff that I was talking about, to keep, right? But again, this is in reverse. Wands is fire, right? We are in Leo, which is fire, right? So this is the spiritual guidance, of course, like don't burn yourself out. Yes. But it's also saying, do you believe in the power that you hold? And if you knew the power that you held, would you even be operating the way that you are? Okay. So it's like reassessment. Maybe again, you're overexerting your energy. And with the fire element, usually people are like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Like you a fire sign, yes. Everything is coming in for you. So yeah, it's like let's go, let's go. Fire element is always, and this is love and passion, all that stuff, creativity. So again, this might be like, even though it might be passive. Yeah. It might be passive, like you're still getting things done, but it's not in a like overbearing way. It's not in a harsh way. It's not in a yang way, like a masculine way. And this makes maybe total sense why, usually when we talk about the Lion's Gate and the picture, the images people always have is the male lion, right? Not the lioness. But I chose the lioness as a cover, a thumbnail. I don't know if you all see it on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, but it's on YouTube. And then also with my courage, I chose the lioness, right? Because we are getting into, because our world is very yang, right? It's very masculine and very light, right? And with this being in reverse, this is giving yin. It's giving yin energy. It's the feminine, it's the darkness, right? But it's also reflective and attracting, right? And also it's just letting things flow. So the spiritual guidance is again like taking things easy. No, you don't have to take on a lot. You don't have to do a lot for people or do a lot to prove your worth. Mm. You don't have to do a lot to prove your worth. You are a regal being, okay? And that's how we can utilize this Lionsgate portal, this Leo season is, the sun is all about the ego, right? And it also gives me to I am, which is Aries energy, right? But it's like, people try to, downplay the ego, or you're in your ego. And sometimes it's polarities to everything, right? So it doesn't mean that the ego is bad. The ego serves its purpose. Okay. So what is your ego saying to you? What do you need to do? Because again, yes, you have a public image to uphold. So maybe this is also, it might be an ego shift, an ego death, right? Because it might be limiting beliefs there, right? When we talk about taking on too much, right? That's kind of the, maybe the darker side, right? Of the ego, or the low vibrational side, we can say it like that. But high vibrational side of the ego is, and it's like groundedness. You know your worth, you know who you are, you know what you're about, and you don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to prove yourself. You've already done the work. You've already done it. So it's just owning it, and just being confident and not letting things like shake you like that. Okay. All right. We're going to tap into the obstacles. Okay. You can definitely share my live stream. Please share. Please everybody subscribe, especially on my YouTube. I'm trying to build my YouTube. All right. Mystic Storm Spirituality. Yes. Yes. So we're going to get into the obstacles, like what obstacles, even though we kind of touched on limiting beliefs and stuff like that, but let's see what other obstacles we may face going through this portal, crossing the threshold. This is like initiation season. The obstacles here, we got the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, I feel like obstacles is overthinking. Overthinking maybe the guidance, the intuition, the downloads that you're receiving. You may, when we talk about intuition and gut feelings, like maybe you don't have the best relationship with your intuition, or you are still trying to figure that out, right? And yep, ooh, my candle just popped. You're still trying to figure out what your intuition and how you're connecting with the divine, right? And mastery is knowing that you don't know it all, and you're still learning and still being open to learn. Because me as a reader, as a psychic medium, as an astrologer, as a spiritualist, all the titles that I can put on myself, there's still room for growth. And especially when it comes to trusting my intuition. I'll let you all know that there have been times where my intuition was trying to tell me something, but I thought it was anxiety. And I didn't know, not that I didn't have a relationship with my intuition, I did. But I still was trying, I was like, I don't think that this is that. But later down the line, it was revealed, right? So I learned the lesson that it's not, and I'm working on this, y'all. Because like with trust and all that stuff, like I'm changing the frame to I don't trust people to I trust myself. And therefore I will use the discernment to choose wisely. Okay. So yeah, so the obstacles right now may be working through building a better relationship with self, right? With your inner world, the underworld, right? The subconscious, right? Said, never doubt your intuition or spiritual guidance when you are on a level of mastery. It's incredible. Yes. And that's what it's saying. And it's like, it's levels to it, right? Again, it's levels to it. So when you get to a level, think of a game, you get on that level and it's troubleshooting. You may fail a couple of times, but you learn the tricks of the trade. You've seen it before. That's where the wisdom comes. That's where the wisdom comes. So that's we need to honor our ancestors, honor our elders, okay? Because they've been around the block a few times. They've seen it before, okay? So yeah, you might need to connect with your ancestors at this time too. Just making sure that you connect with them because they'll give you the wisdom as well. And yeah, like I said, it's levels to it. And with that too, say with building a better relationship with your intuition or learning what your intuition is and how it shows up for you. Giving yourself grace, love and compassion. Okay. Love and compassion. Okay. This is the season for it. All right. And then we're going to get into the collective desires. Let's get into the collective desires. What are we desiring out of this portal? Tapping into our fate. Understanding the cycles of life. This is also giving karma, right? And when we talk about karma, that's lessons. That's lessons. Saturn is in retrograde, Pluto's in retrograde, Neptune's in retrograde, flipping Venus is in retrograde, Chiron's in retrograde, and Mercury retrograde is coming up. This is definitely a time of introspection and getting in tune with self, right? But with the Wheel of Fortune, it's about, yes, cycles, learning the cycles of life. This is what we talked about with mastery. You've seen this before. You get the wisdom, right? So this is the desire, but also the desire is to step into our destiny, our life purpose. Definitely. Life purpose. What is your soul calling you to do? Are you going to trust that? Are you going to trust that? Are you going to let things go that don't serve you? Are you going to be open to not forcefully acting on it? You can move and trust your body, trust your emotion, trust your energy. It's not forceful. This is not the time to force anything. If it not work, don't do it. Yeah? If it not work, don't do it. Don't force it, because it's not worth it. It's not worth your time, it's not worth your energy. No. No more. Like, really evaluate what is draining you. What is draining you? And create an exit plan. Some of it could be like cold turkey, sever that shit and go, right? The other thing could be, okay, in order to make sure I'm protected, I'm safe, am secure, especially financially, you want to, put that in, create a plan of action. All right. It doesn't have to be forced, but what needs to be done? Consistency. All right. And then we're going to get into the strengths. Like, what are our strengths? That's our desires. What strength do we have to endure this? Ooh. Three of Cups. This is about celebration. The strengths is, I think we know that this is a season to have fun, to relax, to enjoy life. Also, our strengths is also knowing the meaningful connections we have. We know who is for us, who's against us. But I'm hearing that song, Uh, if God, well, this is in the Bible too. If God is for us, who can be against us? So even if you have foes, even if you have ops, you know, again, of course, that's protection work that you have to do. Yes, to send off that energy, but yeah, the strength is knowing that you have support, and you also know when to break away. The strength is it's time to rest. It's time to have fun. It's time to enjoy life. Okay. And this might be building better connections and being more open to that. Yeah, being more open to connections. Even if and it did land right where I placed it, with the 7 of Cups, choosing wisely. Choosing wisely again, choosing the people that you entertain, who you are allowing into your space. That's important. Okay. And then we're gonna get into like any more intuitive wisdom messages here. Eight of Swords in reverse. If you believe that you are doomed to the reality that you're in and you want to change it, then it shall be. But the mind is a powerful thing. Remember, being in the present moment, you have the right to choose where you're going. Okay. So with the 8 of Swords in reverse, it's saying you're free. Like any sometimes we have obstacles and blocks and challenges in our way that is blocking our path. The spirit is saying, honestly, the path is clear. If you want it, if you choose it, you have the power to walk towards it. You have the power to walk away. I think I'm remembering some of the messages I got when I was doing the crystal ball. Like, you're more powerful than you think. So that's tuning into that power. And a lot of times, some people are afraid of power because some people abuse it. Some people abuse it, and but that doesn't make you not powerful, right? Or don't be afraid of your own power, right? It's learning yourself. Again, it takes time. It takes time. We have an X amount of time here on earth. It's the journey, right? So uh, that's so sweet. I love you too. Thank you for tuning in. Yes. So we have a few more, and then we're going to get into the pick a card messages. Okay. So I'm going to see, like, what do we need to release? What do we need to release at this time? It might be, yes, limiting beliefs. It's the mindset. And when we talk about like the mindset, this is where mindfulness comes into play, and even deeper work is working with the subconscious mind. Okay. My mentor, Tyra Omalade, talks about this a lot on her channel, and she is an NLP practitioner, and that's why she's my mentor. Like, diving deep, I want to get to the root cause of a situation and pluck that out of there, you know. But again, we are habitual beings, even though everything changes in our life. Um, so being mindful in the present moment helps. I'll say this again. This was a download that I got in a previous video. The now is the portal to shift through timelines. The now is the portal to shift through timelines. So yes, we're talking about the Lionsgate portal, but know that there's a portal all the time to walk through. What do you choose? Where do you want your life to go? Where do you want it to go? It's all up to you. Yes, you have a calling of your soul where it's guiding you, yes. But the journey, what you choose is how you get there. Do you want to take the scenic route? Do you want to take the Rocky Mountains? You know, do you want to be hard headed and keep learning lessons? Because if you hard headed, that means you're probably not going to reach your fullest potential in this lifetime. And sometimes the weight that we're carrying, it's generational, it's ancestral, right? So sometimes like the pressure that you're putting on yourself, it isn't necessarily needed, right? And that's okay. Now I'm not saying like everybody's going to make it to where their soul's destination in this lifetime. Okay. I may not, but I damn sure gonna try. I'm working towards it. I'm continuing to level up. I'm continuing to learn these lessons, baby. And that's the beauty of life. But sometimes people just don't want to see. Sometimes people just want to just shield, put on the rose-colored glasses, and just like numb out, you know. And to each his own. To each his own. What do you choose? It's up to you. Okay. So that was Inside of Wisdom. Oh yeah. Whoa. What do we need to release? Whew. We need to release heartbreak, the betrayal. This is forgiveness. This is forgiveness. The heart can be very heavy at this time, especially during Venus retrograde. A lot of people, ended relationships during this time. And the heart can be heavy, or ending connections. It doesn't have to be romantic relationships. Okay, just make that clear. Okay. And yeah, but anywho, yeah, releasing the heaviness. Remember, you can't keep everything. You can't. This is harboring. Ooh, harboring resentment. I keep hearing like revenge, like revenge body. Like what is driving you? What is fueling you? Beneath the surface, like everything like on the surface, like, oh yeah, you this, everything good. But under the surface, like what's really driving you? Is it revenge? Is it to prove a point? Because what is it? Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Somebody could those words can penetrate your heart, like like I don't know, like I know how people say like a broken heart, like can you feel it? Like can you feel like if any time if you've had like a heartbreak or like a betrayal or anything, like you feel that in your chest, like, and the more that you keep that inside of you, that energy is inside of you. It's not affecting the person. They could care less. That's a whole nother thing. That's gonna get me riled up. All right. They could care less. I'm F them. F them, and F the situation and move on. Move on. Heal your heart. Heal your heart. Especially heart chakra work may be very important at this time. Okay. I'm being called to do some of the sitting bowl. So if you're with me, you can put your hand on your chest, take deep breaths. Mm. Yeah, heart chakra work may be very beneficial right now. Healing yourself. This could be recent, or this can be, from the past, past traumas, releasing it, letting go. Um, for sure, for sure. And it takes time. It takes time. You know what they say, time heals all wounds. So even if it's recent, we understand, right? But if it's been a while and you like, damn, I thought I healed from that. It's layers to it. Think of an onion. Peel it back. It's layers on layers on layers. So have grace with yourself, have compassion with yourself, and love and nurture yourself. Fill those wounds with love from self. Nurture yourself, right? Don't look for outsiders or validation, things like that from, we need validation, right? But um, looking for outside things to feel that you are whole and complete, by yourself, and you can fill those wounds up with love, right? So just remember that. Okay. And then, okay, a couple of more. So, yeah, collective empowerment. Like, what can we do to empower each other, ourselves, empower ourselves, reaching a threshold, going through this portal, right? Mm. Mm. We got the King or the God of Pentacles um in reverse. Hey Shamika, hey sis. Ooh. You're welcome. Yes, so we got the God of Pentacles in reverse. Empowerment. Mm. Mm. Recognizing your value. Recognizing your value. Especially since it's underneath, like, not being in tune with like the downloads and the messages and stuff. Like, the empowerment is to maybe recognize how far you've come, right? And Pentacles is earth energy. Earth is the slowest moving energy. It takes time to build and to cure, all this stuff. So you may not feel like you are where you want to be or where you should be at the moment right now, but you are. And reflect. Look how far you've come. What does success mean to you? Is that a limiting belief? You know, um, we have labels and deadlines and goals and all these things that we want to reach at the time, and if we don't make it at the time that we thought we feel like we're a failure, but you're not. Okay, yeah, you're not where you want to be right now. All right, what can you do? What can you do right now? You can choose. What can you choose to do and be accountable for that and move accordingly. Okay. This whole time I thought that this was Marcel saying this, but Liz, no ma'am. No ma'am. She don't need to inbox you for nothing. You got a message for watch your laughing lip. No, we're not gonna do that. You're not have to jump on my live as I'm giving messages to tell somebody you got a message for them. Now I can't. If you wanted, to, you could have DM'd her or inboxed her. Your damn self. Okay. Put some respect on my name. Don't do it. All right. Trolls. Yes, they trolls. Trolls is trolls. Yes. But this is also, sometimes I'm like, I'm not gonna let them do that. But sometimes you gotta let them know. No, we're not gonna do that. Right. So what Shamika say? Empowerment has been the word for me lately. Yes, empowerment. Yes, empowerment. So this is, knowing your value, right? Like reevaluating what success means to you, and showing love and compassion for yourself where you are, right? And then this is the final message of the spread. But remember, we do have I got some time to do a pick a card for the collective, right? So just one card for each, all right? So this is the potential. This is the potential we have after we cross this threshold. Ooh, Daughter of Cups in reverse. This is, I feel like, guarding and protecting ourselves, especially our hearts. Everybody does not deserve your energy. Everybody does not deserve your time, and again, this goes into that 7 of wands. Like you can't take everybody with you. You can't say yes to everything. And if you are depleted and if your cup is empty, what do you have left? Right? So the potential is the potential can go both ways. The potential is you recognize this, you're guarding your heart, you're having better boundaries in order to move and elevate forward, right? Or the potential is if you disregard all of this, because the choice is yours, you are going to continue to be depleted and keep running the rat race, right? We talked about tapping in more to yin energy. Like this is a gentle force, not a harsh force. You know what you need to do. You know what you have to do. Okay. But then it's your choice. If you want to continue to I'm being in codependency, if you want to continue, it's so many videos, it's some lectures and tutorials and things like that to have access to. It's you have to be willing to put in the time and the effort to work on yourself, to work on your heart, or not necessarily work, tend to yourself, tend to your heart, tend to your soul, tend to your mind, tend to your emotions. Because the path is clear. Okay? It's your choice. If you stay in the situation, it's your mental prison. Okay? So that's one thing. Some people may choose to walk through that threshold, and some people may not be ready. And that's okay. It's your choice. But I also want to say the people that may not be ready to cross the threshold, because we ain't all there. Continue to practice mindfulness. Think about it. Reflect, meditate, all these things, because you can create a plan of action. It may take you some time to get there. Again, gentle force is not going to be like snap, especially since we got Eight of Wands in reverse. Eight of Wands is fast moving energy. With it in reverse, it's slow. It's a process. It's a process. Okay. So, I hope y'all enjoyed. All right, for the collective message. So we're gonna get into pick a card. We're gonna do the archetypes. What is this deck called? The Wild Unknown Archetypes. Okay. And I probably have to pick out the book and maybe read a couple of things, but we'll see. We'll see. So, okay. I'm gonna do two because at first I was gonna do three, but I guess because we talked about polarity, right? We're gonna do two. Okay. So, okay. The first one, group one, you have the Tiger's Eye. Okay, Tiger's Eye. And then group two, you have Rose Quartz. Okay. So the number may be significant to you, crystal may be significant to you, or you I kind of want to play devil's advocate and do both. You can. If both call to you, you definitely can, because there's messages. You can get messages from anywhere, right? Spirit ancestors, guys. What archetype does group one need? It was more than one card. I like one card, Spirit. One card. Let's still two. The next one. No, I don't. Okay. Well, the one fell, so yeah. All right. Ooh, the Hunter. The Hunter. This is also giving me like Chariot energy. Oh, they kind of match. Okay. So this orange and yellow, sacral chakra and solar plexus chakra may need to be worked on, right? To keep the vision, to keep the focus, to keep going towards your dreams. Hunter energy too is kind of like, it's like you're kind of like scoping out the place. You're very aware. The hunter has to be very aware and also kind of sneaky and resourceful to make sure that they capture or defeat whatever that they're trying to do. All right. This is, even though the horse is right here, I'm also getting like fox energy as well. Let me Let me see what Kim Kranz has to say. It's the number 9. The number 9 may be significant to you. The seeker, the pursuer, the predator. Okay. The hunter hunts. They are on a precise mission with an aim. To return home empty handed would be to fail, which is not an option in the hunter's eye. This archetype will journey far and wide seeking the prize that calls to its heart or stomach. Tales of bravery and feats of strength often result, creating a life full of adventure. The hunter is skillful, decisive, and results oriented. Like the great hunting goddess Artemis. I've seen Artemis 3 times. Okay. Like the great hunting goddess Artemis, who carries her quiver upon her back, the hunter typically has a weapon of choice. When this card appears, it is crucial that you ask 3 questions. What am I hunting? Why am I hunting? Why am I hunting it? Is the weapon I hold so tightly in my grip truly needed for the task at hand? I feel like this is everything we was talking about as far as like pursuing your goals. What does success look like for you? Because if you don't get this, you feel like you failed with that God of Pentacles in reverse, right? What did it say? Yeah, but this is like, why are you doing this? What drives you, right? What drives you? And it says, when in life, focused, energized, respectful, seasoned, and when in dark, irresponsible, violates, violent, poaching. Okay, so you may be in one of the other energies. So, if you want to bring this into balance, I would say definitely working on. You might have, if you're in the dark, you may have like digestive issues, things like that. But so sacral chakra work would be really important. Okay. And then when we talked about is the weapon I hold so tightly in my grip truly needed for the task at hand? This was the 7 of Wands, where I said there might be some things you need to let go of. Okay. So keep that in mind. Group number 1, the hunter. But you have a goal in mind and you're gonna get to it. Okay. But don't be so harsh on yourself. Yeah, love and compassion. All right. All right, group number 2. Group number 2, you chose the rose quartz. All right. All right, Spirit. What archetype does group number 2 need to get into in body? Oh, I pulled this earlier. The animal. The animal. I'm kind of glad this came up too. I pulled this. All right. This is 19. So we had 9 and then 19. Okay. There we go. The animal, the beast, the wild one, the she-wolf. I'm like, yeah. We are mammals. The hair on our chest and between our legs remind us so. We try hard to deny or unrefine animalistic nature, yet through this archetype, we tap into power and direction. Activating the animal within means reawakening our relationship to nature in the most broad and embodied sense, drinking from waterfalls, roaring at the moon, opening eyes underwater, eating berries from the vine. The life, the life force of our planet begs us to set down the devices, the constraints, and the social constructs, and remember the warm blood that pulses through our veins. The animal longs for breath, food, procreation, and physicality. It wants soil under our nails and starlight on our skin. If this all sounds terribly unsophisticated to you, take note that it is said that when Buddha became enlightened, he roared like a great lion. Oh, I love it. I love it. I do want to say one thing. Like I've been wanting to get back into nature, but I've just been having these visions of like going into earth and just like that's how I feel. Definitely like the animal getting into that. Like, ooh, I love it. So it says when in light, vital, elemental, alive, dances. When in dark, savagery, pent up emotion, lashing out. Ooh, so yeah, it might be some things that need to be released again. Um, that roar, that scream, that war cry. Yeah, it needs to be released. And it could be through movement. It says when in light dances, right? You may need to go out in nature, dance, drink water, all that stuff. All that stuff. So this is what I have for you all. I hope you all enjoyed that. The reading. Well, I did the messages with the crystal ball. We did the tarot, and we did pick a card. Okay, so it was well rounded. All right. So I hope that y'all enjoyed. Make sure you get at me if you want to. Oh, make sure you like, you subscribe, you share, right? Make sure you check out my other videos. I have a plethora of videos, and if you would like a reading or other spiritual services or products, check out my website, msbotanica.com. Okay. I hope that you all have, I hope that you all have a wonderful life. I will see y'all for the Leo new moon. And until then, see ya.